What up YouTube, Spike Robot here with another video, and this time it's a rant. You know what's worse than people who don't believe that women enjoy sex? People who demonize women for enjoying sex. There have been people who have done on it for centuries, and it hasn't really changed as of right now. That is fucking sad. I mean, there are people who don't do it, but they are the minority in America, at least. I fucking hate when people do this. It disgusts me on a fundamental level, mainly because it comes from the very nature of society. Even people who seem rational have done it at some point in their lives. First of all, you have these super hardcore shitbag Republicans who believe that it is totally wrong for women to enjoy sex, and they should just be subservient wives to them all the time and never think about such dirty things in their entire fucking lives. They should never feel good about sex at all because doing so is not what God wants them to do. Alright, if I were to speak to them, I would say, tell me how is it wrong when it feels so right? I don't think that feeling good and experiencing pleasure is a bad thing. And there is nothing you can say that'll change my mind about the goddamn issue. So how about you just don't even try? Fuck, it seems like I'm living in a country governed by a bunch of Bible beaters. I am fucking sick and tired of these bastards. But it's not just them. The Democrats, or as I like to call them, the libbies, are honestly not much better when it comes to chastising women for enjoying sex. Republicans and Democrats are really just the same to me now. But it's just that Democrats Democrats only do it for a different reason. That reason being is they believe that the women in question are degrading themselves. They think that real women should not be so blunt about how much they enjoy sex, and that they have no class when they talk about it so frankly. Do you really think that people give a shit about being classy? I hate to break it to you, but most people don't. Especially by your fundamentally flawed definition of classy. Also, please explain to me how exactly they are degrading themselves by enjoying sex. Because honestly, if you really fucking think about it, they're doing the exact opposite. Do you ever stop and think that maybe you are the ones who are degrading yourselves? Sure, it's good to point out some of the flaws that you have, but there is such thing as going too far and attacking yourself. Like when you mock yourself for something that you don't really want to change or can't change. You also shouldn't do that shit to other people. If you do, it makes you come off as an insensitive bastard. What the fuck is wrong with us? Why do we torture ourselves? Do we really get anything good out of it? Because I have never gotten anything good out of torturing myself like that. I am at my best when I seek pleasure. And I think women who are prostitutes, porn stars, and strippers would probably agree with me. I am also sick of the term whore being used as an insult or just calling a girl a stripper in a demeaning way. You do realize that those are not considered insults in the UK. This is why America has such a reputation for being filled with dickheads. In other parts of the world, sex is normalized. Why should we be different? I mean, for fuck's sake, the MPAA generally gives higher ratings to movies that have a scene with women moaning in pleasure during sex. In fact, there was a movie that was rated NC-17 solely because there was a scene of a man giving oral sex to a woman. Even in PG-13 rated movies with girls on the slutty side, you never see them moaning in pleasure. It's just a bunch of government paranoia trying to brainwash the people into believing that women don't enjoy having sex. Nah, you ain't fooling me. Then again, the MPAA is often rated by a bunch of soccer moms and clergymen or people who seem like they'd rather be doing anything else. That is why the system is so goddamn arbitrary. And if you don't believe me, watch This Film Is Not Yet Rated. I could go on and on because it's just that easy. It's just people think that a woman is not really a woman if they enjoy having lots of sex. They're below being a woman. They don't deserve to be called a woman. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you, pal. That is such a goddamn toxic idea. And the worst fucking thing about it is that you all don't even realize it. I know there are people who are just going to comment saying, oh, when people are trying to give it, when people say that, they're just trying to give advice. They have good intentions. Some of the most unhinged and toxic advice ever given is often well-intentioned. For any woman who is watching my videos, I want to say, don't feel embarrassed or ashamed if you enjoy having any kind of sex. Admit it. Celebrate it. There's really nothing wrong with it. People might say that, I'm glorifying whores. What I'm doing is giving them the kindness they don't get from clean, insane Americans. Oh, you're making me feel guilty about calling women whores. If you think for even a fucking moment that that's what I would have done, that I would have done the same thing in your shoes, then you are wrong. The reason I'm so harsh when talking about this belief is that there is nothing good about this belief. I and the prostitutes, strippers, and porn stars would be in such a better place without you guys around. If I was still unable to convince you of how wrong this mentality is, and you still believe it, you deserve to have your genitals shot off with a rifle. There are some beliefs that are fucking awful any way you look at them. And this is one of them. It sucks horse cock. Sometimes I wonder if Americans will ever change to be the best version of themselves. It seems like every time I take one step forward, the world always takes one step back. Or at least America does. Anyway, I'm Spike Robot. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it enlightening. And if you did, by all means, subscribe. Take it easy. Support our troops.